Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan cast. As you can see, I'm riding solo today. Today, we're going to be doing buy, sell, or hold. The last time that we did this, we did teams. Today, I'm going to be doing players. All right. So we got a mixture of some vets, some young guys, some guys who are in shitty situations. It all depends, bro. And we're going to break it all down right now. All right, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video. Comment down below any thoughts, opinions that you guys have. Let's get into it, bro. All right, so first up on our list, we got Anthony Richardson. I already have him in the hold category, man. Look, I know Joe Flacco is starting, but I know what Anthony Richardson is. And I find it funny that a lot of people expected him to be some type of top 5 quarterback this year. I know he only played 2 games last year. All right. He got hurt very early. So this is basically his rookie year. I think the Colts are making a huge mistake of starting Joe Flacco. You're not going to win the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. You might as well see what you have, get that developmental, part of it out of him. He needs a lot of work on his mechanics. We've seen a guy in Shane Steichen who has done this with Jalen Hurts. You're just killing the kid's confidence. They messed up in the first point of even signing Joe Flacco. They should have never did that. Wrong decision. I'm holding on this guy. I'm not selling the stock. It's just someone you got to hold on, man. All right, next up on our list, Bijan Robinson. Look, I'm buying Bijan Robinson, man. Now, am I going to take the L as far as Max saying that Jahmyr Gibbs is the best running back out of that class? I'll take that L. Okay. Part of it is because Tyler Algier is so freaking annoying because he's a pretty good running back his damn self. But man, I can't wait to see Bijan get like a full workload. Like if Tyler Algier ever gets hurt, because I think he can handle it. And I think he's going to be pretty damn good. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's a great runner. The one con that I have for him that I wish I could see a little bit more is that dynamic part of him like Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs can take a ball 75 yards down for a touchdown. Bijan, more like Josh Jacobs, where 15-yard runs, 25-yard runs, just, killing you by slow death. So I'm buying on Bijan, but definitely taking a little bit of an L there with the whole running back class. All right, let's hit a defensive player. Let's go Brian Branch. Look, man, Brian Branch, I'm buying all the stock I can get. He is becoming one of the best safeties in the league right now. And he reminds me a little bit of Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu, his Arizona days. So Tyrann Mathieu was one of these guys who can play in the slot. He played safety. He can do a whole bunch of type of things on the field. And Brian Branch reminds me of that. And he's a true playmaker, like Tyrann Mathieu. He can take a ball for a pick 6 when he gets his hands on it. So buying all the stock in Brian Branch, I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league right now. Very, very special player, buying all the stock I can get on him. All right, let's move on to our favorite, Brock Purdy. Look, man, I've never been a Brock Purdy fan. I'm selling the stock. And I'm selling the stock in this aspect. This guy is not worth what the 49ers are going to pay him. Now, everyone loves to talk about hometown discounts, whatever. They made him a great star and MVP candidate, quote unquote, Mr. Irrelevant, gave him a shot. But at the end of the day, the quarterback market is what it is. And you're going to have to pay a starting capable quarterback a substantial amount of money. And I don't think he's worth that. I think there's a lot of things with the 49ers where they uplift them a whole lot. And when you don't have a perfect situation, I don't think that Brock Purdy is that guy to elevate others around him. He's in a fantastic situation. But how much longer until Debo breaks down? It seems like he breaks down every week. Christian McCaffrey already breaking down. As we speak right now, they're 4-4. I know they're still a good team and they can turn things around. They have a lot of injuries. I get it, but Trent Williams ain't getting any younger. The defense has a window right now. You never know. Fred Warner can get hurt. Dre Greenlaw already hurt. So just a lot of things for this 49er window where I feel like last year and this year are really when they have their opportunity, and you kind of see it closing shut this year. We'll see. Still has to be, to continued, but I'm selling the stock, man, for the future. I'm not buying Brock Purdy. So hate me all you want. If you guys watch the podcast, you know how me and Max feel about Brock Purdy. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Chris Olave, wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to hold. And right now, he's one of these guys where it's situational. The situation sucks right now. The Saints, they started off 2-0. They looked really good. But let's be honest, they played the Cowboys and the Panthers the first 2 weeks. They demolished them. Those teams are not that good. They dealt with a lot of injuries, him included. But he's so talented, man. He can take the top off the defense. He's a great route runner. Great player, just in a shitty situation. If they can get the quarterback position, figured out, and the head coaching position figured out, because I don't think Dennis Allen and Derek Carr are the future of the Saints. Watch out for Chris Olave. He can have a breakout year next year. I'm just hoping he doesn't turn into kind of like what I think of Garrett Wilson, who we're going to talk about. I just hope he doesn't turn into like a Garrett Wilson type of guy where we're expecting him to break out every single year, and it just seems like he's like an outside of the top 10 receiver. Like, he's not bad, but he's not something that we're waiting for to be like, oh my God, this guy's top 10, top 5. That's what I'm a little worried about. So I'm going to hold right now, not going to buy or sell. Let's move on to a defensive player. Let's go to Christian Gonzalez. Look, man, the Patriots are not all that good, but Chris Gonzalez is a dog. Absolute dog. He gets a little bit overshadowed because the Patriots pass rush is horrendous. It's not that good. So he has to cover a little bit longer than he has to. But he's amazing, bro. He's been on a little bit of a tear here this season, holding some guys to some low numbers. But buy all the stock that you can on Christian Gonzalez. He's an amazing, great young player. His season got cut short last year. He was killing it before he got hurt his rookie year. So buy all the stock you can. He's a great cover corner, potential island guy. Love Christian Gonzalez, man. Let's go to Dak Prescott. I'm buying Dak Prescott. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. The Cowboys are terrible. Everyone has an opinion on the Cowboys. It's very strong. And granted, I'm sorry. I don't think that Dak Prescott is all of their problems, and he's the sole issue. A lot of the issues had to come from the head down, from ownership to the head coach. I don't think McCarthy is a good head coach. They just didn't have a plan coming into this year. They had Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dowdle, and Dalvin Cook as their backfield. They don't have no type of run game. So what Dak is dealing with, it's terrible. Like, Tyler Steele is fucking horrendous at right tackle. Their offensive line is not all that good in general. It's just not a good look, man. And then to throw on top of it, injuries. Now, has he been a bad decision maker this year? Yes, 100%. It's like, what the hell are you doing? But I'm buying Dak Prescott in the future and beyond this year. I think he's a really good quarterback. Is he an elevator? Probably not. But he can definitely win a Super Bowl for you if you get the right pieces around him. And the Cowboys just unfortunately don't have that this year. I'm buying Dak Prescott, though. Hate me all you want. All right. Let's go to Devontae Adams, my favorite. All right. Just got traded to the Jets. I'm selling. Sorry. Selling this guy. Now, look. This dude is situational. Put him on the Chiefs. Yes, I think he'll be amazing. Put him on, I don't know, the Buffalo Bills. I think he'll do really good. But for him to be that receiver that can elevate a team, and, you've seen it with the Raiders, how he wasn't all that much of a difference maker when it came to the Raiders winning games. And I don't think he's a difference maker with the Jets winning games. The Jets have a lot of issues, and Devontae Adams was not going to fix that. He is not the number one receiver in the league anymore. He was at one point. I love Devontae Adams. I was excited when the Raiders got him, obviously. But right now, he's just a good wide receiver. and he's in a really bad situation, and he kind of deserves it, bro. He went to the Raiders for Derek Carr and some money, and it wound up biting him in the ass, bro. He went to a dysfunctional organization that, bad head coach, bad decisions, and then now he's going to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, where their head coach is fired. Aaron Rodgers is not playing good. He's 40 years old. Their defense is regressing. Just not a good look for Davante Adams. He's getting paid a lot of money. I'm selling on Adams, bro. Sorry, I'm not touching him. All right, let's go to DeAndre Hopkins. For a receiver that I am buying. I don't think his contract is all that bad. He's in a great situation now with the Chiefs, and I think he's going to do some things for Patrick Mahomes in the postseason. He's going to make some big plays, bro. He's going to be a big contributor. He's going to be a big reason why that they win the Super Bowl, if they win the Super Bowl. They have a lot of injuries. Rashee Rice, you can't depend on Xavier Worthy. Travis Kelce obviously getting older. But Hopkins, like he said himself, he hasn't played meaningful football in about 3 years. It's been a while. So I'm excited about DeAndre Hopkins on the Chiefs. You got to be excited for any player going to the Chiefs. They're ridiculous, bro. Andy Reid is the best of the best. Really good for D-Hop, man. I'm buying all the stock I can get. Let's stick on the KC side. Let's go George Karlaftis, defensive end. You guys may not know him. You better know him after this. Buy him. He's very solid. He reminds me of a guy in like Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson started off his career with the Saints very under the radar. Started off a little slow too. That contract year came, he blew up. He had like 15 plus sacks, whatever it was. Winded up signing a big contract with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, he's pretty much the Bengals' best pass rusher, only pass rusher, it seems like. But very, very underrated player. George Karlaftis reminds me of that. A little bit of Trey Hendrickson's game. Excuse me, can't talk right now. Very strong. Very good with his hands. Good pass rushing moves by George Karlaftis. Very solid player. All right, let's go to George Pickens. George Pickens, man, I'm going to be buying. I like George Pickens a lot, and I think this Russell Wilson change is going to do a whole lot for him. It's already showing. I know he's gotten, kind of fucked on a couple touchdowns this week, but it sucks that he's in like I wouldn't say horrible offense. Like, it was pretty bad when Justin Fields was in there. We'll see if Russell Wilson can keep it up. But it sucks because he's not on an explosive offense. Like, I would even love George Pickens right now on, like, the Browns with Jameis Winston. Like, I think he would kill it for a team like that. One of the reasons why is because the Steelers love to run the football. They know they have an amazing defense, so they're not going to air it out all that much. You're starting to see that a little bit with Russ. So George Pickens' stock is going up a little bit, but I'm buying George Pickens. I think he's really good, and I like them coming out of Georgia. Real feisty, I know. NBA young boy, or NFL young boy, whatever they call him. I really like George Pickens. Player that I like even more, Jahmyr Gibbs. Shout out to Max, bro. I'm buying the stock. I say this on our podcast a lot. I love David Montgomery. I do. Like, I think he's definitely needed as far as that smash and dash type thing. Now they call him Sonic and Knuckles. Jahmyr Gibbs is on another level, though. And I think the Lions are going to realize we probably got to give a little bit more touches to Jahmyr Gibbs, just because he's so damn explosive. Every single play is capable going to the house, and you gotta love it. I was a little skeptical coming out of college. I thought he was a little fragile, but he's better than Bijan. I think he was the best running back out of that class. I love Jahmyr Gibbs a lot. He's so fucking good for the Lions, man. The Lions are very lucky to have two really good running backs. Buying all the stock I can on Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, let's go to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Let's go sell. Gonna be kind of surprising to you guys. I don't know, kind of reminds me of a poor man's Olave and a little bit lower than Garrett Wilson, where you're seeing it right now where DK Metcalf is out. And everyone's like, Jackson Smith is going to step up. And take it from me, like, I was one of the biggest Jackson Smith and Jigba fans coming out of college. I thought he was amazing. I thought he got underdrafted. I thought the Seahawks got a steal. But I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, this is the breakout year for Jackson. This is the breakout year. Oh, this is the year Tyler Lockett's gone or DK Metcalf is hurt. This is the year he's going to blow up. And he kind of just underwhelms us every single year. So I'm selling now. I'm not going to buy Jackson. I know it's probably going to be controversial, but I don't see it, bro. He's a little slow. He's not a great route runner like I thought. He's kind of just good. Like, he's solid. He's not terrible, but I don't think he's going to be this top guy like everyone expects him to be. So, yeah. Let's go to Jayden Reed. Jayden Reed, I'm on the opposite side. I love his situation. Jordan Love, LaFleur. Check out our MJC original. You can tell we buying all the Jayden Reed stock we can get here. He's amazing. He reminds me of a less athletic Percy Harvin. Now, Percy Harvin got used in a lot of different ways. Maybe Jayden Reed is not so much like in the backfield being running back like Percy Harvin. And obviously Percy Harvin was like legendary as far as like explosiveness. But Jayden Reed is not that far behind, man. He's a playmaker, dude. And just give him the ball in space. He's not a bad route runner. He's great with the ball in the air. He's scoring a bunch of touchdowns this year. By Jayden Reed. Okay? Great situation, great player. These are players you got to buy on. And he's having a great year. So I love it from Jayden Reed. Check out that MJC original from us. Do a little bit more deeper of a breakdown of Jayden. All right, let's go to Keenan Allen. On this show, I don't like to give credit to the Chargers, but bravo, because you sold at the absolute perfect time. He looks old. He looks slow. He's still getting hurt. Great job. I don't think this is a guy that you want to buy on in the future or this year. I think he's done. Keenan Allen has had a lot of injuries. And is he a borderline like Hall of Fame guy? Probably. I don't think he's going to get in, but at least have the conversation about it. It's fun. He was a great player for the Chargers, but kudos to the Chargers, man. They sold at the right time. They got a lot for him. I think at the end of the season, like, I don't even think you can get like a 6th round pick out of Keenan Allen. He might get cut. Wouldn't be surprised. So great job for the Chargers, man. Let's go to Kirk Cousins. I'm holding on Kirk Cousins, man. I know the Falcons have a good record right now, but that Michael Penix situation is just a little weird for me. Because as soon as Kirk Cousins has like a 3-game drought where he's playing terrible, I can see Michael Penix going in. And Kirk Cousins has looked better since week 1. I thought he looked hurt week 1. I think he still looks a little bit hurt. Not all that much as week 1, but he's getting healthier and healthier every week. I can't though, man. Kirk Cousins is a very, very solid player. He's like the freaking standard when it comes to just being a solid quarterback. And he needs a lot around him. You know, he's doing some things in Atlanta. Kyle Pitts getting back on track. Drake London, all that good stuff. But I can't pick him over in a playoff game over, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes or Jordan Love. You know, I just can't see it. He's Kirk Cousins at the end of the day. So I'm holding. You know, we'll see if they can get it done and win a Super Bowl. I don't think they can. I think the Falcons got a little bit of holes on defense and, you know, some other places on offense. Very inconsistent. So we'll see how that goes. I'm holding on Kirk Cousins. Let's go to Kyle Pitts. Buying Kyle Pitts, man. Who would have thought? A year ago, everyone hated Kyle Pitts. The beginning of the year, probably everyone hated Kyle Pitts. But Kirk Cousins has been part of that. And he's showing why he's a pretty good player. And was he overdrafted? Yeah, maybe, but it's about fucking time that he's at least being involved into the offense. R.I.P. Arthur Smith, good riddance. You were not using Kyle Pitts well. So shout out to Pitts. I'm buying the stock. He's one of the few good tight ends that we have in the league. And I think he's just going to get better and better this year. So shout out to Pitts. Kyren Williams. Fantasy owners love this guy. He scores almost every single game. I think he has like 10 straight games with a touchdown. Shout out to Max again with the running back prospect eye, because he hit on Kyren. Excuse me. He had Kyren, I think, number 5 in his top 5 running backs coming out of the draft. So he saw something in him. He's great, and he's perfect for the freaking Rams, bro. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's tough as nails. He runs the ball pretty damn good, and he still has enough explosiveness that he can take one to the house. I don't know about Jahmyr Gibbs, 75-yarder, but he can get a good, like, 50-yarder, 60-yard touchdown on you. And he just has a nose for the end zone, man. So great pickup for the Rams. I'm buying him all day. Love Kyren Williams. Let's go to Marshawn Lattimore, cornerback. I'm selling on Marshawn Lattimore. And you got to sell now when you can. I'm looking at the writing on the wall. I'm not saying he's horrible. I'm not saying he's bad. He's still a really good corner. But at times, honestly, I feel like Alontae Taylor and Paulson Adebo look better than him on the Saints. And I think the Saints should sell now while they can, while his stock is up, and you can get something for him. Because I think next year the writing's going to be on the wall and he's going to have a little bit of a downfall. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Trey White for the Buffalo Bills. He got hurt before they can sell him, but Trey White went on the Rams and he's not doing all that much. I don't even think he starts for the Rams anymore, or he's hurt or something. No one even knows what's going on with Trey White, but sell Marshawn Lattimore. He was great for years for the Saints, lockdown corner, but it seems like he's always getting hurt. I don't think he's the same elite guy, top 3 guy, like conversation in the league for best corner anymore. I'm selling. Sorry, can't do it. All right, let's go to Nico Collins. Buying Nico Collins, bro. Easy work, bro. He is really good. He takes the top off the defense. I know he's hurt right now. I was very skeptical of Nico Collins coming out, and CJ Stroud has done wonders for him. That's part of the reason. We'll see how he does without Stephon Diggs out there now, and now it's just going to be him and Tank Dell. So we'll see if he can match that same production that he was doing before he got hurt. I think he will. He's very good with the ball in the air, muscles his way to the ball. And this guy just seems like he gets fucking open, bro. Like he's open by like a good 10 yards sometimes down the field. It's ridiculous. Buy Nico Collins stock. All right. Let's go to Michael Pittman. Holding on Michael Pittman, man. Situational. And unfortunately, his stock is tied with Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson's not a good passer right now. And I think you're going to see Michael Pittman come out of his shell a little bit because they're going to start Joe Flacco. Because AR5 can't throw down the middle. Okay, he probably can't throw all that much at all. Because Michael Pittman's not a deep threat. He's a middle of the field type of guy. He's not going to burn someone downfield 15 yards like Nico Collins. It's not his game. All right, so you need an accurate thrower out there. But hold on Michael Pittman. Did they pay him a little bit more money than, they should have? Yeah, maybe, but that's the market for receivers, so I get it. Hold on Michael Pittman, though. Don't throw him in the trash and think that he's some trash player. I think he's really good, man. Hold on Michael Pittman stock. Rashawn Gary, defensive end, Green Bay Packers. I'm buying. I love this guy, man. I think he's very much an alpha, and I think he's a big reason why Green Bay's 6-2 or whatever it is, 6-3, whatever. Very good player, dude, and I think he's gonna get even better. I think next year maybe I'm a little bit too early as far as throwing him into like he can win Defensive Player of the Year, but that's just the type of expectations I have for him. Got hurt early in his career, and he's been rock solid ever since. And everyone loves to shit on the Green Bay Packers defense last year. And this year they got a new coordinator. They've been playing lights out. Part of that is Jair Alexander playing out of his mind. But a big reason for that is because of Rashawn Gary. And they have a legit pass rusher. And people tend to forget that because Rashawn Gary's not a big name. Buy all the stock you can. He's an alpha. He's one of the best defensive edges in the league. All right, let's go to Sam Darnold. I'm going to hold on Sam Darnold. If you would have asked me this like week 5, I would have probably bought. And that's because I'm such a big fan of Kevin O'Connell. I think his stock is tied with him. But at the end of the day, you can't rule out the scenario where he turns into a pumpkin. Like, it just goes downhill. You kind of seen it on Thursday night just a little bit. Darisaw got hurt. They just traded for Cam Robinson, so hopefully they can stay up above water and not have, pass protecting issues. But hold on Sam Darnold. He looks really good in Kevin O'Connell's system. Kudos to Sam, dude. He was a bust. No one wanted him. He was a bona fide backup. And I would just say this to wrap it up. Don't let Sam Darnold's play blind you from what you have in JJ McCarthy. You still got to start JJ. Before JJ got hurt, he looked really good himself. And I think part of that is Kevin O'Connell. And you got to take things in context. Like Viking fans and Vikings front office. I think the Vikings front office knows this, but a lot of fans don't know this. Like, Kevin O'Connell is really good. He's one of the best head coaches in the league. And I think he's proven that. Think about what he's done. Joshua Dobbs, he made him look good. Nick Mullins, he was winning games with Nick Mullins. And now he's doing it with Sam Darnold. Who's the common denominator here? It's O'Connell. So, happy for Sam Darnold, but I think JJ McCarthy is still the move here. Let's not get crazy. If they do go on a playoff run and Sam Darnold goes far and they're like, let's just keep Sam Darnold. No. Play JJ McCarthy and hold on Sam Darnold. Let him do good somewhere else. All right. Sauce Gardner, holding as well. Pains me to fucking hold, bro. I would have fucking bought last year. Situational though, man. The Jets are bad and their defense is regressing, and he's part of that. So maybe like one of those things where the bad is just rubbing off. Max loves this. Max is probably loving this part of the video because I'm holding on Sauce, and he's like, fuck that, sell him. I'm not gonna sell him. He's too talented to sell. But it is alarming what I'm seeing on film of Sauce Gardner. He's been getting torched up, I still got faith. I don't have faith in the Jets, but I have faith in Sauce Gardner that he can turn it around. All right. But I think that's going to do it. Went a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's all good. That's your list for you. Make it a little bit bigger for you guys just so you guys can see. I'm the ones that I'm kind of scared about out of the bye, if I had to say anyone, is probably Kyle Pitts. Honestly, I'm scared that I'll be buying Kyle Pitts and then next month I'll be like, yeah, I'm selling. So scared about Kyle Pitts. One I'm most scared of out of the hold, I'm scared of AR5, bro. That one's tough because he can be bad. Or he can be really good. It can go both ways with Anthony Richardson. I just know I'm holding. I'm not selling his stock. And then on the sell side, I'm most scared of Brock Purdy, honestly. He's still young. He is on the 49ers. And who knows? Maybe the Niners can just stay good and he's just great in that situation with Kyle Shanahan. And he just never goes away. And he gets paid and lives up to the contract, whatever. But I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to sell the stock. That's the way I'm going, man. Let me get this off the screen for you guys. Look, appreciate you guys rocking with us. We hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys love content like this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, all that good stuff. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. We out. Peace.